Well, hello to all my friends out there. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I did not do a message last week due to my wife having surgery and some other issues, but we're back this week and we got a brand new series. Matter of fact, we started a new series this past week called Are You Ready for Christmas? And um, and typically, when that question is asked, that's a question that most of us either ask or we are asked, and it's a practical question. It's not a spiritual question. It's are you ready for all the hustle and the bustle, the parties and the lights and the music and the decorations, all that stuff that goes along with Christmas, and that's fun stuff. But we're asking the question, are you ready for Christmas in a spiritual sense? Are you ready to worship Jesus? And we started this series by looking at Mary, the mother of Jesus. And we asked, are you willing? Mary, when she was visited by the angel Gabriel, he told her all that was going to happen, that she was about to conceive and give birth, which is remarkable because she was a virgin, and she even questioned, well, how's this going to happen? And he said, but the power of the Holy Spirit is going to come over you, and he's going to overshadow you, and the child you're going to conceive is from God, and this is God's son. It's Jesus. And one of the things that I thought just stood out, Mary answers, she responds by just simply saying, I am the Lord's servant. I'm the Lord's servant. I'll do whatever he wants. In other words, she was willing. And that's the question for us this week. Are we willing? Are we willing to do whatever God asks for us, even if the situation seems impossible, like this did with Mary? Matter of fact, as we studied the life of Mary, we saw four things about her that's unique, that makes her willing and ready to serve God. And I think the same thing is to be said of you and me. The first thing that we notice about Mary is that she was just simply ordinary. She was just a simple teenage Jewish girl who was, probably theologians think she was anywhere between 13 to 15 years of age. But she was just simple. Probably what separates her today from teenagers today would be that she wasn't on in front of a phone all day long or a screen, right? But she's just a typical frightened teenage girl who said, I was willing. She was ordinary. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty ordinary. And then not only was she ordinary, but she was also favored. Mary was favored. God looked at her, and of all the women in all the world, he said, Mary, I choose you. I choose you. And I don't know about you, but I want to be highly favored by God rather than my peers or society. I don't care what anybody else says, but I want to know that God says, Tim, I favor you, and therefore I want to use you. And then you know what I loved about Mary? She was real. Real. I mean, she was a realist is what I mean. She was genuine. She's like, hold on a minute, Mr. Gabriel, because Joseph and I hadn't been together. Matter of fact, I've never been with any man. And I understand the only way to get pregnant is through a sexual relationship, and I'm had none of those. And so Gabriel has to assure her, but I love it because Mary has doubts. She was willing, she was favored, but she still questioned. You know what? I think sometimes when God calls us to do things, we question, we wonder, and that's okay. And that's what I love about Mary. She was real, she was genuine. And then finally, what we said from the start was that Mary was willing. Mary's willing. She may have had some doubts, she may have had some questions, but she responded, I am the Lord's servant, and may everything that you've said about me come true. That's what she said to God. And so I think in many ways that's the essence of Christianity, that we say, Lord, I'm your servant and I'm willing to do whatever is asked of me. So as you get ready for Christmas season, I mean, it's here. I can't believe we're only 19 days away from the time I shoot this video. But are you ready to worship the Christ child? Are you willing to do what God asked you to do? Let's think about that in the busyness of this Christmas season. God bless you guys. I hope that you have great Advent season as we're preparing not only to worship the birth of Christ, but also as we prepare for his second coming one day when we'll go and be with him. But until then, you guys have a fantastic Christmas, and we'll see you next week. God bless.